Surprise, surprise. Liverpool lost to PSG. I'm so surprised. Man, I'm not surprised. What do you think was going to happen? What did you think was going to happen? We obviously knew that this was going to be the result. I don't know why, maybe a few moments before the game, I started to hope, like maybe there could be something. Bro, there's nothing. This coach, he's not it. That's just it. I'm just going to say again and again, he's not it. Like Liverpool were outplayed today again. Chances were there, not clinical. PSG, clinical. PSG are just the better side. Simple and short. They play better football. They understand where they're supposed to be. They flow better. They have a good sense of coordination. They're a better team. And Liverpool throughout this season have been struggling. 17 losses this season. 1-7. Like, guys, we're 3 losses away from 20 in the season. I think last season, Liverpool had 8 losses in all competitions. And we've already got into 17 this season. Oh, goodness gracious. The things I want to say. But the things, I've said them all. My own biggest problem with Liverpool will be if we enter the 2026-27 season and Arne Slot is still the coach. That's when I know that we have big problems. But honestly, I think today's game was just disappointing. Losing 4-0 on aggregates, having no answers. The starting lineup was weird. The decision making from the coach was weird. We just didn't look good. PSG's midfield ran us riot again. Injury to Ekitike, which looks really bad. I mean, man, Slot. I can't even fully blame Slot. I think everything that could have gone wrong just went wrong today. So let me start talking about the game in particular. So first and foremost, I did not understand the starting lineup. How on God's green earth did you win 2-0 on Saturday against Fulham? And the 2 people who scored the goals for you in the first half, who started the game, were on the bench. Mr. Slot, please, can you explain it to me? Can you please try and explain to me what the thinking was for that decision? Why is Salah on the bench after he just scored? Why is Ngumoha on the bench after he just scored? Make it make sense. And then to make it matters even worse, Isak was one of the starters in this game. And he came off after 45 minutes. That means you're still managing his minutes because of his injury. So why start him? What was the plan? Why did you start him? These are the things I don't understand. I just don't get it. And throughout this game, I think Liverpool were just disjointed. Like, we keep changing the lineup, we keep changing the formation. It's like there's nothing that Liverpool know that they're sticking to this and this is what we're going with because everything is failing. So when you're against PSG, who are a very organized team, you start to play things and just change things anyhow, make decisions. Yes, I agree that the Ekitike injury was very, very unfortunate and probably made him make a decision that he did not want to make. But clearly, like, there was no idea of what we wanted to do. So I'm just going to talk about how the first half went in general. I think Mohamed really saved Liverpool. There were chances that happened. Dembélé had some chances. Basically, Mohamed really has saved us again from a scoreline that could have been worse. Unfortunately, Ekitike's injury, man, like, I didn't see it because I was in between the Barcelona game and the Liverpool game. But the moment I turned back to Liverpool's game, I saw that he was going off in a stretcher. And that cannot be good. That really cannot be good. And it looks like it was his Achilles. And if it's his Achilles, then that could be months. And I don't want to speculate on an injury, but I really do hope that it is not as bad as it looks. And he doesn't have to miss the World Cup because he's been playing well, even for France. So at a young age, that's the kind of thing you want to be doing, playing at the World Cup. And if he's going to miss it, it really, really, really sucks. Not just for him, not just for Liverpool, but also for France. So I really do hope it's not terrible. And now that Isak is just coming back from injury and we're managing minutes, I don't know what we're going to do as Liverpool, but I guess that's Slot's problem to solve, not my own, because I've mentally given up on this season. Let's just qualify for the Champions League next season, sack the guy, and let's move on. I sound heartless, but I'm at that point where I just don't believe in the coach. Now, Salah came on and immediately he looked sharp. So this is the question. If Salah was going to be this sharp after coming on to replace Ekitike, why did he not start? At this point, I don't know what Slot thinks. I don't know. I don't even listen to his press conferences anymore because he says A and he's talking about Z. He says, oh, we did this, we played well, we did this, we did that. But when you're watching the game, you don't see what he's talking about because we're not playing well. And his reason for many different things are not sensible in my opinion. So honestly, when it comes to decisions that Slot makes, I cannot understand them. I've tried my best to understand them. I used to enjoy watching his press conferences. Now I just feel like he's giving us excuse after excuse after excuse. So I'm not even surprised at all. Like, what was the point of benching Salah? Like I said, what was the point of benching Ngumoha? Because the moment the two of them came on, they played well. So make it make sense. Now the second half subs, and the second half in general, I think there was a bit more hope. Liverpool actually started well. They were actually pushing and they were trying to score. But like I said, nothing came out of these chances. Like, a chance to come somehow, like maybe there'll be a deflection, the keeper will make a save. But there was nothing that really looked like it was bang on for a goal. I can't really say Liverpool had a great chance or a good big chance. So I can't even lie to you, like, nothing about this game surprised me. McAllister won a penalty, but it was chalked off because it was a really soft penalty in my opinion, so I'm not even surprised by that. Rio came on and like I said, he played really well. He showed flashes of his skills, made a few good dribbles, forced a save here and there. So why didn't he start? Why did he not start? I just don't get it. But down the line, PSG were able to start controlling the tempo. They were able to now score. Dembele's first goal was a good goal. I can't lie to you. I think that was a well-taken goal, well-taken finish. There's nothing the goalkeeper could have done about it. And in the second goal in the 91st minute was just embarrassing for the defense. Like, everyone was so open. Like, 4-0 on aggregates. Liverpool, man. I just don't know where the hope comes from. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to feel. But I've been saying it for a while that this coach is confused. He doesn't know what he's doing. We see the way they play football and you ask questions like, can this be the way forward? Like, there's no way that this team is getting any better. Last season, everything started to slow down around February/March. And since then, we played awful football for well over a year. And it's not changing. This is now 5 losses in 6 games or something crazy like that. Yeah, we lost to Brighton. We lost to Man City. We lost to PSG. We beat Fulham. So that's 4 losses in the last 5. But somehow I keep hearing people say, trust the manager. Trust him based on what? Trust him based on what? What do we have to trust him for? He did something in the past. We're very grateful for that. Extremely grateful. Like, let's be honest. I want to try and use an example so that it may sound a bit more reasonable. If you have someone who works in an office and the person did something really great for your company, and then for the next year, all they do is make mistakes and do really poorly at their job. And ideally, if he did not do something great the year before, he would definitely have been sacked. So the question now is, are you going to rely on the past or look at what the person is doing presently and it's not getting any better and say, oh yeah, he did something for us in 1998. Okay, that's an exaggeration, but he did something great for us in 2025. So we should keep him because he did something great for us last year. It just doesn't work that way, does it? So personally, I think the guy needs to go. Slot needs to go. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I really apologize for my lack of energy. I think I'm just like accepting defeat because of the 2 games I've watched as a Liverpool and Barcelona fan. It was just not a great night. Like, it was not a great night, but that's football, man. Like, you win some, you lose some, you get heartbroken, you get joy. Last season was a fantastic season for me, and this season has been really, really poor. And to see 2 of my teams go out in one night is not fun. But that's it for this one. Let me know what you think in the comments. That was quite a shout. Let me know what you think in the comments. Make sure you like if you did enjoy the video. If you appreciate what I've said, please like the video. Share with a friend who might enjoy this kind of content because that really does a lot for the channel. And please subscribe. We're on the road to 500 subscribers, and I really appreciate if you watching right now could be one of those people who takes us there. Thank you so much for watching this far, and I'll see you guys in one of these videos. Cheers.